All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Megan, where are we sitting right now?
In my glamper.
What's a glamper?
A glam camper.
A glamp camper.
A glam camper.
A glam camper. All right, so what are we doing to your glam camper?
We're redoing it.
Yeah? Are we restoring it?
Yes, we're restoring it.
And this was a pretty big project, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Huge project. What did we do so far?
Well, we cleaned it out. We tore everything out of the inside. We took the siding off the outside and redid a bunch of the framework, and we put new paneling on.
And that's what we just finished today, was putting the new paneling inside.
Mm-hmm.
And we put a new floor in.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a lot. So where we got this camper from, this camper was on the property when we bought it. And the very first video of our cabin build, this camper was in that video, and what do we call it? The shamper.
Mm-hmm.
It was a shamper because we used it as a shed. For the first year of building, we used this camper as a shed, a place to keep screws and tools and stuff to be able to build our cabin up there. And this camper was sitting exactly where we built our cabin. And so this camper, you know, Megan kind of fell in love with it right away, and she's decided she wanted to make something special out of it. And it sat up there for a year, and then last year we put it onto a trailer, hauled it home, and then it's been around here for almost a year now. Mm-hmm. And she's done some work to it. We've done a few videos, and I've actually been doing this build on my other YouTube channel. I have two YouTube channels, and my other one is called Todd Klein. And I started that YouTube channel, I think, like 6-7 years ago. And mainly that channel, I do all my hot rod builds, my rat rod builds on there, snowmobile builds, vintage snowmobile rides, stuff like that. And so I thought this camper was a fit for that channel. But the camper actually started from this channel of Custom by Klein, and I thought, well, let's do a video of the camper, of where we're at with it right now, because it was featured a couple times in videos on Custom by Klein. So I thought, well, let's show where we're at on it, and we'll walk around it, and Megan can kind of explain some of the stuff she's done to it. And right now it's going to take a little momentarily pause. It's Megan graduated from high school this year with highest honors. She's going to college this fall, and that's kind of the purpose of trying to get this camper done, because she's going to college, she needs a place to stay, and this is going to be her place to stay, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to stay in the camper for college.
Yeah. I'm going to use it during the summer.
There you go. Okay. Well, we were trying to save some money, and we thought she could stay in the camper, but no, she's not gonna. But she wants to eventually get this thing done and then bring it back up to the property and use it kind of as her own little place to stay when we're up there. So, but yeah, so we're gonna have a graduation party next weekend for Megan, and because we postponed it because the whole COVID thing, we postponed it this spring, and now we're gonna have it this fall, and everybody's all hyped up again about it, and we don't care anymore. We're having a party, and we're gonna get together and celebrate her graduation from high school, because she missed everything this year from the COVID, the graduation part of it, and senior prom, and all that fun stuff that seniors get to do, and she didn't get to do any of it. So we're gonna have a party for her, and we're gonna have fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we're also gonna be safe.
And we're gonna be safe about it too. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, like I said, we got done just doing the paneling in it today, and it's a nice color. What would you call this color, Megan? I mean,
I feel like it's like a gray.
Kind of a grayish, white gray kind of. I'm sure I think it was called aged barnwood, I think is what the color on the label was. So, but we're a couple pieces short. We didn't quite get the ceiling done. I misfigured and cut one wrong too. So, so we ran into an issue there. So we need 3 more sheets of it to be able to finish the whole inside. But let's take a walk around this thing, Megan, and you could point out all the stuff you've been doing to it, and what else we got to do. Hey.
Yep.
So first thing here, what do we got to finish in here?
We got to finish the dinette area, so
Yeah.
we got to put everything back in that we took out for it, and make new stuff, and then we got to put a floor back in.
Yep.
Tiles and stuff.
Yep. We can probably get some peel and stick tiles or something.
Yeah.
Yep. We have to build all new cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do a bed in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll have a bunk above it too.
Yep.
And a closet. And
Yep.
it's got a lot of windows, a lot of views.
Yeah.
If you're sitting in here, you can see everywhere. So, all right, well, let's walk around outside and take a look out there too. So, like I said, out here, we ended up replacing a lot of this wood out here. Megan, why don't you maybe point out what we did here and in the back, all the stuff that we had to do. And
we had to reframe all of this stuff down here because it was all rotten. And
we basically made like cabinet face frames is what we ended up doing. We have a fixture for drilling all these little pocket screw holes and stuff in there. And we'd just measure out an area. We'd take a whole area and we'd just build a whole new face frame basically for that area. When all the rotten wood was in here, we'd build a new one, set it off to the side, and we built another one, set it off to the side, and then we'd take and cut out a section of it, put the new one in, and then cut out another section and put the new one in, because we couldn't just eliminate it all because the camper would have just fallen over. And what we've done, we've been hitting this thing pretty hard for about, what, the last week now?
Yeah.
And we've done almost all this woodwork now in the last week. And from what this thing went from a week ago to today now is an incredible transformation. I mean, this thing was ready to tip over inside the shop when we took the siding off. In fact, over on the other side, we left some of the siding on to try and hold the camper together, and we kept the cabinets in it to hold the camper together. But now that we got all the new wood replaced, this thing is so solid, and getting the new paneling put in, we glued everything in and stapled, and all this stuff out here has all been glued back together and screwed together, and the camper is really solid now. It's just incredible. And we've been cutting all this rigid foam and putting rigid foam back in instead of the fiberglass insulation. It'll give a little bit better insulating value, and it will help make the camper more stable and stiff with the rigid foam in there versus the fiberglass foam. What all did we get done on this side then, Megan? We had to do around the windows and stuff, and then down on the other side and stuff over there.
Yeah.
And then we got a little bit to replace on the bottom down here yet. We got to cut the bottom edge off yet and replace some wood down there. So the back and the front was really our most major spot that we had to do repairs, because the whole front was rotten out and the whole back was rotten out. So the majority of our work was involved in the front and the back. And I wish I have videos of it. Like I said, on my other channel, I have quite a few videos of this camper already on there. If you guys want to pop over there. I wasn't sure if I should put this build on this channel, because this is more of our cabin build channel. And I thought, you know what the heck, I'll put it on here just so you guys can see there. And if you want to see more of this camper being built, I'll do more videos and share it on this channel too. But if you want to pop over to my other channel, like I said, that channel is just called Todd Klein, and we just do a lot of other kinds of project builds on there. It has nothing to do with our cabin at all. So, but in the front, all this wood in the front was rotten out, and we replaced all this, and the transformation is just incredible now of all the work we've done. And she painted the floor inside. She used Kills primer. You can actually see it on the wheel wells right now, but she painted the whole floor. We kept the original floor in before we put the new plywood over it, and we didn't really want to tear that floor out because we were just worried what we'd run into if I just thought we'd have a lot of problems. We actually tore out the old plywood, and I couldn't see any reason not to just go over the plywood. Like I said, she painted everything with that Kills primer, and then we put new plywood over it and then screwed it through into the floor bracing down below, and then bolted it into the frame also. So it's a very solid floor now. And now standing outside, you know, I'm kind of looking in here, you can kind of see we got to do the ceiling yet. And that was the major problem of water damage, was through that roof vent that was leaking. But we put all new ribs up on top of the roof too, new insulation up there. A lot of everything, basically all the wood on the ceiling will be all new when we're done. And same with the paneling everywhere, but you can really see the color of the panel. It looks really nice now. So we're gonna kind of take a break from it, Megan, for probably a week or two, and then we'll get back on it. And then we'll probably start insulating some of this, and maybe even try and get some of the siding back on. And we'll redo the wiring and paint all this rusty stuff. And did we even say what it is? It's made by Ozark Luxury Liner is who it's made by. But we've been trying to find it on the internet, and I can't exactly find this model of camper. It's got some distinctive windows, and I've been looking, And I've been trying to compare this camper with some other ones. And if anybody happens to know what this is, you know, post a comment at what you think it is. But a lot of them don't have this upper window up there for that upper bunk, because this, from what I do understand, it's kind of a more deluxe model because of this rear bunk that goes above the main bed back here. There's another fold down bunk, which isn't in here right now. We'll get it back in. But so that's what that upper window is for, is that bunk up above. So that's what we've been able to figure out, right, Megan? Is this is kind of a deluxe model of this camper, but I can't find the exact camper on the internet to figure out exactly what model this is. So, but we'll figure it out eventually. But so that's it for now. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And like I said, if you want to see more videos of it, jump over to my other channel. Maybe I'll get a link in there somehow. So you can just hit the link and then jump on the other channel. So, right, Megan?
Yep.
All right. Let's keep cleaning up.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, everyone.